What up, fam? We back with a nothing. You know ain't nothing changed. It still don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Now I got a special guest in the house today. Big country, Rich Barber. This is the barber that RichHomieQuan got his last haircut from. This is the individual that was there the whole night. His last show was in Arkansas. You know, I'm just giving y'all the rundown. TMZ got the footage of him being in Arkansas, and he was around them all night. It's a lot of allegations came up in Arkansas about Rich Barber, big country, cutting his hair, and pills, fentanyl, transactions. We just here to set the record straight. But I got big country, Rich Barber, in the channel with me today. What's going on, brother?
My boy. Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on your show, man. I know you don't normally bring individuals on here, but I appreciate you having me.
Man, for sure. I appreciate you for coming through, brother. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to go on and get into it, man. We're going to get into the Rich Homie, Quan thing. But it's a lot of more situations have went on in the hip-hop game other than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we Gangsta Boo, 1017, Big Scar, died in the same fashion. And that just naming the younger crowd. Then you got individuals like Prince, the older OGs, Michael Jackson. How do you feel with that gap being like that and people taking what's going on in the world, man, for all these deaths like we seen?
Man, R.I.P. Pimp, Enchanted. It's a lot of people that we done lost through the drugs, and I really hate that people can't find other coping mechanisms.
Right.
To be able to cope.
Yeah, and I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people need to find other coping, and that's what it be. The individuals be stuck on what they know. If something all you know, you go back to that. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. Now, also in the news, fam, well, we're going to go ahead and get to the RichHomieQuan situation, because I know that's what they want to see. Take us through that day, like in El Dorado, Arkansas. Take us through his last show. Mind y'all, TMZ, they got this footage, and your footage went viral of RichHomieQuan cutting his hair. A lot of people had a lot of different things to say. I think he was in your motel room or something like that at a tip. Now, what was it like? How did that come about?
Okay, so, man, I felt like it was God bringing us together the way that the situation happened, because nobody didn't set that up for me. Nobody had that already put on the plate for when I got here that I was supposed to be cutting his hair. I literally pulled up to the hotel. We was staying at the same hotel. I pull up to check into my hotel, and as I'm pulling up, I see him ducked off in between two big black SUVs. I'm like, hey, they go Rich Homie right there. So I pull up, I jump out, I walk out. The security guard right there. You know what I'm saying? I walked up, shook his hand. What's up, bro? I'm Country Money. And I walked over there, Rich Homie, what's up, bro? I'm Country Money, the Rich Barber. He like, you a barber? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, you got that stuff you can fill in my line with right here in the front right here? I'm like, yeah, I got you. He was like, man, I was like, what you want? You want to come to my room? You want me to come to yours? He was like, man, I'll come to yours if it's cool with you. I'm like, bet. Let me check into my hotel room right quick, and I get right back to you. I go in there, check in, come back out. Gave my room number. I went up to my room. To be honest, in my mind, I'm thinking, I set up for him. But I was like, man, he ain't finna come up here. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about to come let me line him up. RichHomieQuan? Come on now.
Right.
So, man, before I know it, I heard boom, boom, boom at the door. I looked through the peephole. I ain't really see nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I opened the door. It was him and his security. Came on through. Came in. We got to chopping it up, man. And mind you, I do music. I never mentioned music one time to him.
Right.
As a barber, I'm gonna find out whatever my client is into, and that's what we're gonna talk about.
Right.
Because that's why people don't understand why people pay so much money to come and see me. Because it's the experience you have when you go to your barber. It ain't always just about the haircut. It's the experience. So I was able to converse with him. We got to talking about, because his dad got a barbershop. So we was kind of on there talking about the different, barbershop experiences and stuff like that. He was telling me about like, man, I would love to be a silent investor in like some stuff you got going on.
So he was talking about investing into what you had.
Just off the conversation, like, cause dude was on some, like, he was really like, man, you're a good dude. He said, I can feel your aura. I can tell, dog. You're a good dude. He's like, man, keep being the way you are. Don't let these niggas change you, dog.
So off that conversation, did y'all have contacts? Was you thinking, you know, and we're gonna get into basics, but was you thinking like, okay, then I'm locked in with Rich Homie Quan. Now I just cut his hair. You know, we finna move forward with this thing.
Exactly. That's the vibe that he gave me. You know what I'm saying? Like on some. And like I said, I never even said anything about that, but I'm like, I'm just putting it in his ear. Just imagine having a barber with you at all times. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about somebody that's going to get you right every time.
Right.
So, you know, like, we done swap contacts and all that. Like you know, like, dude really was on some, okay, I'm going to fuck with you. So,
and you saying you seen him, you met him, it wasn't through the promoter or nothing, it was like on a basis like it did, and you telling him, you told him to come to the room, and he ended up keeping his word and came to the room to holler.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
It was genuine, dog. It wasn't like forced. It was genuine.
Now, what was the vibe like with him? Was it anything off? You know,
I mean, I had never kicked it with him before, so I don't know what he's normally like. I only know him from what I see on the TVs or on his videos and stuff. But to me, he seemed to be perfectly fine. Like, I don't, you know, he didn't come off like he was not able to control himself. Really, I mean, he seemed like he was like ready to enjoy his show. Like, he was happy to be in El Dorado. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, it's crazy. Like, even though it's the country, like, people might come out here and don't take it serious, but like, he came and he wore his real jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like, he bought both sets, because when I cut his hair, he had the, you know, the smaller chains on. But then when he did his show and he came out for the show, he had his big chain on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for people,
so he had no incident to nobody touching him. It was
nothing,
none of that type of business that
probably
was
was
going on.
Females touched him. You know what I'm saying? But you already know, man. Yeah, that's El Dorado. Shoot, that's that money. They trying to get in where they fit in.
Right. Now, it was a 911 call, right? And it come out, and TMZ dropped a 911 call, and the 911 call was his baby mama. And she was calm throughout the 911 call with the operator. And a lot of fans felt like that she should have been more at the uproar, so to speak, with this situation. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories going on. I've heard individuals like Gunplay say different things. Some ain't right. How do you feel about that before we get into basis of the truth?
Man, you know, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody handle things differently. You know what I'm saying? She could have been a stronger woman. She could have been seen something a lot worse. Like, we don't know. Maybe she was calm in that situation. You know, maybe she did have something to do with it, though. You know, you never know. I mean, until the real truth comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't like to put accusations on nobody just because it looked like it was one thing. That don't mean that's what it was. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Did
he look sick? Did he, like, he was any type of, it was nothing that was off about Rich Homie Quan that night? He didn't look sick or nothing like that.
Nothing, man. Dude look young as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude look good for his age. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't see nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can tell, like, somebody can be like, I done been around all kind of, you know, drug addicts in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell when somebody tweaking and when somebody not. And dude seemed to be at a good place in his life. Like, he seemed to be, like, the stuff he was speaking on, like, for his, like, he happy. He making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad about, you know, like, I'm happy. Life is good. Like, that's what he was giving off. To me. You know what I'm saying? That man don't know me from a can of paint, so what he got to, why would he be trying to fabricate me? Who am I? Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the barber. So like he came out fine to me, man. I didn't see nothing wrong.
How was the crowd? Because I seen footage of the crowd. They was interacting with the crowd. They was, he was like touchy with the females. Yeah, it's like they was having a good night. Yeah. That's what the vibe was, what we saw.
That's what it was. All night, bro. Like all night, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he really wasn't. Some artists come and act super bougie. Especially to El Dorado.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can remember when Moneybagg Yo came to El Dorado, man, dude act real, like he high-sided more so than anything. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, at the end of the day, it's people down here that support you too. So why would you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but him, he took pictures with anybody that want to take a picture. He chopped it up with folks. He danced. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was 100. So, like I said, I didn't see no kind of flaws in him that night.
Did you listen to Rich Gang, him and Thug, Birdman? Like, they, that's what I mainly rock with them for. When they was coming together, I'm like, these boys going hard. That lifestyle.
Oh my God.
Man, all them records they was coming with over there. Like, now, RichHomieQuan said Birdman beat him out the deal. Didn't do him right. Before Rich Homie died, you could tell that he was in he was trying to get back to where he used to be. Mm-hmm. And all the OGs that had dealt with him and stuff like that, they didn't reach out to him or nothing. Like, y'all showed more love. You, Rod D, the promoters, the streets was showing Rich Homie more love than people in the industry.
Right.
Now, I did a segment where I seen Birdman right after his death. Birdman go to his social media and he spoke on the Louisiana Fest that's coming up other than the RIPs. All the other celebrities with RIP, RichHomieQuan. Mm-hmm. Birdman ain't said nothing, still ain't said nothing to now. How do you feel about that?
Man, I think Birdman definitely made some money with that, man. And even whatever went on between them, I mean, somebody's death should make you put all that aside. You know what I'm saying? At some point, y'all had to be cool.
Right.
And I don't even know y'all like that, but I know from what I've seen, dudes don't keep stuff like that and then just toss it up for no reason. So it had to been something, but whatever it was, you could chop that up, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause people notice stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? That make people, you know what I'm saying, feel some type of way, like, dang, why dude ain't saying nothing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That does nothing for you. You know, that does more for you to do it than not.
So how do you feel about, and we're going to get back to this Rich Homie, but how do you feel about the gap? Like, what's going on with Birdman and Rich Homie is going on is across the hip-hop board right now. Mm-hmm. And the record business is the record business, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm signing a record deal, it's all business. Right. But on the flip side, we get in the studio, we clapping it up, we on IG, like we homies, we hitting these women, we doing what we do. And then at the end of the day, when the well run dry, they RichHomieQuan you. And by me seeing your growth as a barber, because I remember you being working in other shops, but you was the star in the shop, like it was your barber shop. And to see you employing black people of the culture right now, having your own shop, do you think it's important for artists that's in the hip-hop game to go an independent route, the boss route? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that important? What kind of advice could you get him with what you doing? Because you building the empire on your level.
Yeah. Man, most definitely. Independent is better. I don't know what a major record label feels like, though. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't, but from just doing the homework that I've done, seeing so many people, I feel like if I sign a deal, I'm getting pimped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like, I'd rather do this by myself, because when I do make some money, it's all mine.
Right.
I distribute it how I want to distribute it.
Right.
I do everything myself. Like, when it comes time to something I can't do, I pay somebody, or I pay somebody to teach me how to do it. Right. Like, and that's how I've been. Like, I don't let nothing stop me just because I can't do something. Like, money can fix it. Right. I buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so being a barber, like, not having to. I mean, but it takes time to, you know, it took time. Like you said, my growth is crazy, but that's what I did. I went to Atlanta and took these classes that I needed to take to learn what I did not know to get to the next level that I was trying to get to. Right. And that's basically what it is. That's the difference between the haves and the have-nots. Right. Knowledge. Right. That's the only thing that's keeping you from having anything is knowledge. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Facts.
So,
facts. And I feel that's a fact, knowledge, man. Because if you ain't got that, I mean, you can't get nowhere. You got to know where you're going. You got to know where your destination.
That's it.
That's small, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, man, the $1 million question. Everybody know when it comes to El Dorado, but really all over. It's fentanyl, it's pills. We know the show was did in El Dorado, was thrown in El Dorado. And a lot of the fans I seen was speaking on you with the viral clip you had of RichHomieQuan cutting his hair, and they were saying that you was the one to give Rich Homie any type of drug, substance. You know, can you explain, was it something said about some substance? Was it not? What's the truth? What?
Man, I'm busy. So I really don't catch everything that be on social media like that. Like most of the time, my clients keep me in tune with people. You know what I'm saying? My female friends, they keep me on what's going on. So, you know, I got a hit where somebody was like, man, you see people on there talk about somebody bought the pill came from El Dorado or some kind of, I'm like, pill? Who said it was a pill? You know what I'm saying? That man sipped drink. He smoked weed. Like,
was he sipping drink that night?
No, he wasn't. I didn't see him sipping no drink. All I seen him doing was smoking. When I met him, he was smoking. He was sitting outside. He was like, man, I normally smoke in a hotel, but I don't want to smoke this hotel out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was outside smoking. Like, I never seen him drink anything. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but,
you were saying as far as the pills, it could have been anything.
It could have been anything. Like, it doesn't mean it was that, but, you know, I started to see people making posts, and they were cracking jokes. It really came from a joke being cracked. That's in my personal opinion. It came from a joke being cracked. Somebody said he probably bought that pill in El Dorado, you know, and everybody else started making posts about it. Right. Nowadays, social media, man, stop feeding so much into social media, man. People will say anything to get a reaction because you're making money off of it now. So people will say anything just to get some revenue going through their channel. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't buy into that type of stuff, man. Like I really want, and then that day that happened, I had to literally turn my phones off because it seemed like when that happened to him, everybody thought about me. Not that I did it, but the fact that I had just posted that video 2 days ago of me cutting his hair that was going crazy. Right. So when it happened. Everybody was calling me, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. Like, leave me alone. I had to turn my phones off. So, but man, it's crazy the fact that an accusation would go on like that I would give this man something like that and kill him. It's crazy to me. And even what's more crazy, why would this man buy something, whether it was a pill, some weed, or a bottle, or whatever it was he bought? Why would he buy it that night to use it Wednesday, Thursday, whenever he used it? Right.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the show was on a Sunday.
It was on a Sunday.
And he died like on a Wednesday night, Thursday, or something like that. 3 days later.
Yeah. If he bought a pill, he would have took it that night. That would have been the whole point. He done ran out and bought a pill from somebody. Right. That man is rich. Right. You know what I'm saying? That man ain't running out of nothing. Why would he be back? Man, come on, man. In my opinion, man, if he did overdose, which they haven't confirmed that yet, but if he did overdose, man, I feel like somebody did that. They're like Pimp C. You think Pimp C that dumb? Man, smart as hell. Right. Man, ain't did no overdose, man. It just don't make sense to me.
So, you're not the only one that I'm hearing a lot of people, even, you know, celebrities. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that it's something more than what it is. His brother is speaking out a lot about it. His father, but they not going into them. But other people is getting into that. And for you to be around him at that time, you know what I'm saying? The last one to cut his hair, having conversation. You said it was never a conversation between y'all about no drugs, but you feel that it could have been something deeper than just what we see.
Most definitely.
Because he was in good spirits, everything. Ain't like he was stressing
smart,
about
bro. Dude not no dummy. He's smart, bro. Like, people don't understand. Like, people that be in positions like that, they're not dumb. Mm-hmm. You don't get in no position like that being dumb. And that man been balling for a long time.
Right.
Like, it's one thing for some people get money all the time. We see the pandemic boys come through here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got money and then now they broke. Ain't nobody got nothing. I'm talking about somebody keeping some money for 10, 20 years. Right. You got to have a brain for that.
Right. Facts.
Like, for real.
Facts.
Like, come on, man. Man, come on, man. That man been doing this shit, man. Like, why now?
Right.
Yeah, somebody had. That's like I said. I feel that's what I feel like. Somebody did that to him. That's how I feel.
It's a tragic situation for him to be 34 and you still a young man. It's crazy that we see in Atlanta a lot of the artists die, take off, trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like situations that. And how do that make you feel by Atlanta being the home that it was? Now it's so divided. It seemed like, okay, you had the West Coast. When the West Coast had their movement, everybody was together. And then the beef started coming in between them. That separated. The East Coast, the same. Houston, the same way. Pimp C was trying to bring them back together. Chicago, the same way, went with the drill. Memphis, the same way. You know, it seemed like no city, when they get the buzz, they just let the beat take over, like with RichHomieQuan and Thug. How do you feel about that? And you got Thug locked up right now. How do you feel overall? What's the weather? What's the energy? Why do these artists resort to doing drugs and beef and going to jail? Why?
Man, I feel like a lot of time, man, we be a product of our environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, we come from the hood, you know, and sometimes you get this money and you still got your old ways. You know, a lot of times it just be old ways that we still stuck on. You know, it's a change you got to go through, man. It's just, it's levels of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just feel like, you know, I hate Atlanta just got this, you know, like this dark cloud over them, because you're right, Atlanta going through it right now. The world, I ain't gonna just say Atlanta, the world, period, but Atlanta rappers, the music scene, a lot of people is being taken. That situation with Trouble, man, come on, man. That's crazy that dudes is that tender. All these women out here, bro, I don't care about no woman like that I'm finna go take somebody's life behind it, bro. That ain't real. Right. That's forever when you take somebody's life, man.
So you feel that dude that killed Trouble was more wrong, or was Trouble pretty much in the wrong for even making that move with him being a celebrity?
I mean, it wasn't smart on his behalf, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, you ain't never went over a female house before, and you wasn't expecting to be getting killed behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
me actually, yeah, like certain moves I don't make.
Yeah, now,
you know what I'm saying?
Now, but look, how old was Trouble?
Yeah, he in his 30s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but like sometimes, you know, you could be 30 and 40. 30 and 40 is a whole nother mindset.
You're right.
You know
That's a fact. That's a fact. And some people in their 30s and 40s still thinking like they in their 20s.
Yeah. So
never grow up.
40 hit different.
Yeah, really facts. And Mo3 situation was the same. I think it intensified when you a celebrity hitting somebody's baby mama girl. Like, it's cool, you just a local joker. Yeah. But if you Mo3 or something, because Mo3 was even posting with the kids. Like, he would. So that level
he definitely was. I mean, RP to Mo3, I fought with him. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no way I would have been doing what he was doing and then doing what he was doing. Like, cause he was really like, like he was antagonizing them boys, like for real, like, and then like not just that dude really putting that down on boys and stuff. He was like they had to do something to him. You know what I'm saying? He was like playing. So for him to be in just a little regular car, not able to get away if he needed to,
right, or
just not being able. I mean, just ain't no way.
Right.
Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, even with the situation with Thug, man, my opinion, I feel like they're gonna do a mistrial on that because it's too much stuff that went on. They just, man, but you know, Thug needed that time. Thug ain't skinny like he used to be no more. Like Thug got more weight on than he done had. You know what I'm saying? Like this a whole other Thug. So, man. But man,
yeah, man. I think we clearing everything up, man. You know what I'm saying? You really cleared the weather on that. By Rich Homie, and that's what, you know, we was here for, man, to clear that, because like you say, with social media, if you let something just stay out there on social media, it'll stick.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't come back and say nothing like you got to. I done had a few situations to where I just had to come back and just say something, but a lot of things ain't to respond to, but this is a serious situation. Man, tell the people how can they get in contact with you, with your barbershop at, your social media. You know what you got going. I know you got the Rich Barber video out right now. It's doing big numbers. Man, let the people know what's going on before we get up out of here.
Okay, well, you can find me on Instagram on the country_cuts. That's CUTZ. You can find me on Facebook. Everything is pretty much under country. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I really want everybody to go to my Instagram page. That's really what I'm trying to flush it. You want to book an appointment with me, you can hit me in the DM on my Instagram page. I got a shop in Little Rock. And also, like, if y'all got dreads, you know, y'all female want to get something done, like, I got 8 other people in my shop. I got a tattoo artist. Y'all want to get tattoos, like, yeah, we got everything over here. So anything when it comes to do with her, hit me.
What's the country? What is it? Country Cuts?
Country_cuts. It's gonna be like a little animated barber pole on there, and that's how you can get in contact with me. Man, I got the Rich Barber song out now. Right now, it's doing good numbers. I need y'all to go stream that for me. I got a song out with Ride D right now called "Been Where I've Been." It's doing numbers right now, and then I got the "I'm a Star" out. So, excuse me, right now. That's what we on right now. I got the merch going. You want to get you a t-shirt, you want to get you a jumpsuit with the Rich Barber gear on there. Like, holla at me,
bro.
Yeah, we got
I gotta grab me one before I get up out of here, bro.
I got one for you.
For sure, man. Man, appreciate you, brother, for coming through, man. It's a pleasure, brother.
Yes, sir.
For sure, all the time.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Do it.